From Best Friend to Girlfriend, author, Agam Mora, Crossdress Small World. Part 1, Conversation between two close friends. I'm Kyle, 22 years old, a student of a university in Sea City. My family can be called poor in the prosperous Sea City, but at least my parents are still trying to save for me to go to university. I have lived more than 20 years in the world and have never been in love with anyone. But I'm not too disappointed in that. After all, I am still young, and besides, my temperament is not too fond of noise and excitement like my friends of this age. Not to mention, attending parties, drinking, karaoke, is not suitable for a poor student like me. There's still another reason, which is, I just watched my best friend get upset and depressed after breaking up with a girlfriend he's known for about 2 years. My friend, Hayden, was my age and was in the same class as me at the university. Contrary to me, he's a party guy. Almost all the entertainment places in the city, Hayden is present. Hayden attends most of the festivals or events that the university hosts. So he's a pretty prominent face throughout the university. Hayden also belongs to the affluent class in the Sea City. A guy like that can be my best friend, which is a strange thing that I don't think leading scientists around the world can explain. They don't have time to explain. Although he has only spent 4 years at university, the number of rumored girlfriends of Hayden has been more than 5 people. I don't care about this either. Everyone has a life of their own and their own choices. I only care one thing: Hayden treats me very sincerely, that's enough. But this breakup, he looks depressed. I was preparing for my presentation tomorrow in class when my phone vibrated. The phone screen shows the caller is Hayden. I conveniently pick up the phone. Hayden would like to invite me to a beer bar to talk and confide. I also accepted without hesitation. Although I don't want to involve myself too much in Hayden's private life, as a close friend, I should comfort him a little. At 7 o'clock in the evening, I scrutinized the content of tomorrow's presentation one last time. Feeling everything was fine, I changed into a cheap outfit and went to the meeting point. When I arrived, I saw Hayden sitting alone at a table by the river. It's also the most deserted place in this beer bar. His face was a little red. It seemed like before I came, he drank some. I feel a little surprised. When I got the invitation, I thought Hayden would invite a lot of friends, because he himself is a lively person. Furthermore, I don't think he would choose a deserted corner like this. When I entered the beer bar, Hayden saw it. He gestured for me to sit down. As I sat down, I asked, "What are you doing in this dark corner, drinking alone like an autistic? It's not like you usually do." Hayden waved his hand. The less people know about the sad story, the better. I'm so glad you came. I asked again, I thought you would invite a lot of friends over. This whole university, everyone knows you. Hayden replied, having a wide relationship does not mean that you will have many close friends. Normally I just socialize with them, so when I'm sad, I don't think they'll listen to me. On the contrary, my best friend has only you. If I don't confide in you, who else do I confide in? I replied, but my heart did not trust him. Okay. If you have something to say, say it once and let your mind be pure. Hayden took another sip and said, "You know I just broke up with my lover recently?" I nodded. "Yeah, I know. You're always bragging to me about her." Hayden continued, "For the past 2 years. I've always cared, pampered her enough, but it turned out she didn't have any feelings for me. I interrupt. Wait. I thought you were the one who took the initiative to break up. Hayden poured me a glass and said, yeah, because I found out she cheated on me a long time ago. The money I spent on her, she used it to sneak around with another guy. In other words, those two bastards have always cheated on me for so long. Come to think of it, in the 2 years I've known her, she hasn't done anything for me either. Only I do everything for her. Before, I didn't realize this, but only immersed in love, and now I realize it's not okay. I also took a small sip and said, are you immersed in love? I heard you change your girlfriend like you change clothes. Hayden disagreed. Don't listen to people talking nonsense. The previous ones were just one-night stands. I know this might disgust you, but that's the world of guys like me. I said, no matter what you do or fall in love with, I don't care. It's your freedom. I just need to know you're using good manners to treat me, that's enough. Hayden smiled. Yes, that's what you are. You're my only best friend. Now that I think about it, up until now, when I was sad or happy, the one who was always by my side was only you, not that girl. I rolled my eyes. If you say that, people around will misunderstand. The reason I'm so close to you is simply because you really don't care about my poor identity. Hayden said, but what makes me bored is not only that. Recently, I just found out, the guy who's been with my girlfriend all this time is Duncan. I wish I'd listened to you before, not had too much contact with him. It was only because I saw that he treated me well that I became friends with him. Unexpectedly, he did such a thing behind my back. I reminisce about the past. Duncan is also a famous rich kid in university. But unlike Hayden, his soul is much worse. Hayden does not care about his family background and is close to everyone, while Duncan relies on family power without regard for anyone. He likes to lead people and hold power in the university, which I think only elementary and junior high school students would be interested in. Because it was just a vain name, his subordinates did not really respect him, but only flattered him because they were afraid of his family's power. The day I entered this university, it was Duncan who exposed the identity of my poor family. Although I have no intention of hiding my family background, I'm not afraid to let people know I'm a poor. I love my family, I cherish my birthplace. So, I don't have to be ashamed of my own situation. However, people knowing it for themselves and having someone expose it are two completely different things. If it is the first case, perhaps people will not pay attention to my family situation, on the contrary, they will sympathize with me. But if there was the involvement of a bad guy like Duncan, I was almost rejected by the whole university. Because he used his own power to force people to stay away from me. Even those who sympathize with me dare not speak up for me, but saying that doesn't mean everyone in the university is stay away from me, it's just, we've only met and talked for a few sentences. Or we just chat during group work sessions for presentations. Anyway, they are still very afraid of Duncan. Hayden is the only one who doesn't care about Duncan's background. He was in contact with me like everyone else in the university. In the course of the conversation, we realized that we had a lot in common, so gradually our relationship was better. I'm not the kind of person who treats everyone well like Hayden, but if someone is honest with me, I'll be honest with them back. That's why since I went to the university, Hayden has been my only best friend. But one thing I did not expect is that Hayden also considers me as his only close friend. I didn't know that until today. It's been a long time. I'm used to being rejected, but if I say I'm not upset with Duncan, I'd be lying. So, as a close friend, I advise Hayden not to get too involved with Duncan. I also only advise such a sentence: how to choose is his right. I'm not the dirty type who likes to speak badly behind someone else's back. But what happened today proves what I advised Hayden earlier was true. Duncan knew he couldn't bring Hayden down like the way he did to me, so he switched to this dirty trick. I felt that the method he used with Hayden was much more annoying than me. No one feels good about being emotionally fooled. Although I don't have a lover yet, I still believe so. As I was immersed in the endless stream of memories, I heard a loud noise in my ear. Looking over, I saw that Hayden had fallen on the table. Looks like Hayden drank too much. With this situation, he certainly wouldn't be able to go home, so I had to pay for Hayden instead and bring him back to my house, to be continued. Today's story would like to stop here. Thank you for watching. Please like, share for people with similar interests to motivate me to develop my channel. Goodbye and see you in another stories.